Hello everyone, welcome back to the Weather Whiz with Dave. And today I'm going to give another update on this very big winter storm event going on for many portions of the country. So we're gonna start off with the 250 millibar wind speed. So as of right now, the upper level trough is positioned right here over the Pacific, and arc the huge Arctic high pressure system is right here over Canada, and it's expected to move southward, which means many portions of the Midwest is already under an extreme cold warning, meaning dangerous wind chills. I will get into the details on that in just a second. And if we go to and let's go to the precipitation type and see how this weekend's historic winter storm is going to play out. So, tomorrow, the snow and ice is uh, is likely to occur in portions of Oklahoma and Texas tomorrow night specifically, and then it's going to persist into Saturday morning, as you can see here, and then eventually the ice is going to make its way all the way to the Carolinas on when Sunday morning comes, and this ice is likely to be a very long duration event, which means we could see trees come down and numerous power outages for the southern states. So that includes Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, all of them states is getting ready to get plenty of ice, which will cause very dangerous travel, if not impossible. And it will likely bring down trees and cause power outages for for multiple days. So let's go back to the temperatures and talk about the extreme cold warning for the Midwestern states. So so many areas is under either an either a under a cold weather advisory or under an extreme cold warning. Both are very significant and dangerous. So let's see how cold the wind chills are going to be tomorrow morning. So for tomorrow morning in the Chicago area, it's going to be -10. That will be the actual temperature, -10, and then the wind chill for this area is supposed to be like around -35 or so. So very dangerous cold air is on the way, and that goes to same and And the same thing is going to happen for Wisconsin, parts of Iowa, Minnesota, the Dakotas, Michigan, and eventually that extreme cold air is gonna make its way to portions of the South, which means it will cause that ice threat for the southern states, because we're also gonna have plenty of moisture due to this upper level trough coming in, providing some of that moisture from the Gulf to be transported northward and provide snow and ice for these regions. Now let's look at the freezing rain accumulations again. Yeah, so now I have noticed that the freezing rain accumulations, or, the highest freezing rain accumulations, has done shifted just a little bit further to the south, since now Louisiana Louisiana's getting is predicting to get over 2 inches of ice, according to the GFS. And for North Georgia, they're predicting 9/10 of an inch of ice. Tennessee, specifically Nashville, is supposed to get to up to around the 4/10 of an inch. Yep. And then as we go into early next week, parts of Georgia and South Carolina here is supposed to get well over a inch of ice. And that's more than enough ice to cause numerous power outages and so many trees to come down. And most definitely, the roads and sidewalks will be ice covered. So, if you haven't got your supplies yet, make sure you get them as soon as possible, because this could be a very historic and devastating event. I really don't want to say that, but judging from the models and all of the favorable conditions and everything, and the freezing rain accumulations, it's looking like it's gonna be very tough for a lot of people. And so the best way to get through this is just stay indoors and don't get out until conditions get better. And that goes for the ice. That goes for the ice storm, the 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 snowstorm, and the extreme cold. That goes for all three difficult situations. Now, if we look at the NWS watches, warnings, and advisories, the pink shaded that you see here indicates winter storm warnings. The blue, the light shaded blue here indicates winter storm watches. The dark blue here indicates the extreme cold, and then the very light blue here, like a cyan color, that represents the cold weather advisory, and then this dark pink color indicates the ice storm warning. Then the purple here is a winter weather advisory. So as you can see, the Midwest, much of the Midwest is under a extreme cold warning and a cold weather advisory, and portions of the South into from Texas to Kentucky and Tennessee is on the winter storm warning. Portions of Mississippi is under an ice storm. However, just because the areas are under an ice storm does not mean you are not going to get ice. Like like portions of North Texas here, like Dallas, for example, you're supposed to get a lot of ice, like at least to like a half an inch of ice, which is enough to cause local power outages and even bring down trees. So yeah, that's what we have. Now, if we go into detail for a place like Chicago with the extreme cold, as I said earlier, dangerously cold wind chills of 30 to 40 below zero are expected for the and then for the cold weather advisory, bitterly cold wind chills of 15 to 30 below zero expected. And that goes for the um, Chicagoland area. And so yeah, the best way is to just stay indoors because look how dangerous it is. It can cause frostbite on exposed skin in as few as 10 minutes. So when it's that cold, it does not take long at all to to get frostbite. So so if you must go outdoors, dress in multiple layers, including a hat, face mask, and gloves. And yeah, the best way to get through this is to just stay indoors and let it pass stew. And if we go to a place like Jackson, Mississippi, where they're going to experience an ice storm, here are the different levels of the ice storm. So level one, freezing rain and sleet may cause hazardous travel conditions. Level two, potential for impacts from freezing rain and sleet, power outages and dangerous travel are possible. Level three, extended impacts from freezing rain and sleet are likely. Power outages and dangerous travel are likely. And level four, which is the worst, uh, extended impacts from freezing rain and sleet, numerous power outages are likely. Power outages may extend for multiple days. Roads will likely become dangerous to impassable. So this is a kind of a dangerous situation for the areas under an ice storm, as this will be a long duration event of the ice storm, and whatever falls, it's gonna stick around for a while, because the cold temperatures are still going to stick around into into early next week, unfortunately. And for a place like Oklahoma City, you're expected to get so much snow, at least over a foot of snow. So let's go to the total snow accumulations. Yeah, and this is supposed to be a big snowstorm event, even for portions of the Northeast as well. So New York City, Boston is expected to get at least at least 15 inches of snow. which is more than a foot of snow for portions of the Northeast into West Virginia and Kentucky and Arkansas, extend all the way back towards Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. Wow, this is a very huge snowstorm slash ice storm event that's getting ready to impact so many areas. Ooh, man. But yeah, that's pretty much what we have here. Please be sure to to stay safe in these conditions, whether you're in the extreme cold, in the winter storm warning, or in the ice storm warning. Make sure you stay indoors. Make sure you have all of the materials that you need, and pay attention to your local weather forecast, as this could be a very historic and catastrophic event at the same time. So, with that being said, be sure to like, subscribe. I will continue to update you guys on this. And until next time, I will see you later. The Weather Wizard with Dave out. Shh.